he went to Miami and was with our next guest, Carlos Padilla, I think about a week ago. He said he was there for all of an hour and a half.
That's true.
That's a busy man, and so are you. How are you handling all the stress of the Miami Beach Bowl?
What stress? I don't
Exactly.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing's on fire here. We're right by the beach. This is beautiful. This is great. Good to see you guys.
So all the work that you do leads up to, the next couple days, but the most fun you have is when you have the actual event here.
The most fun I have is when I'm sitting with you guys.
Obviously.
But other than that, I would say, yeah, game day, absolutely. Yeah,
we need to have you on the show more often, Carlos.
Hey, anytime.
You've been on 4 or 5 times. You're one of the most frequent guests we've had here, but
it's a lot of fun. Yeah, no, but yeah, like you said, a lot of work goes into this throughout the year, and it's just exciting to see it all come together. You put so much hard work into it, and the operations guy, Blake Guthrie, is the assistant executive director of operations, and I wouldn't be able to sit here right now if it wasn't for everything that he does, and we put a lot of time and effort and energy into it. So to be able to showcase that to millions of people at home, I mean, it's very rewarding to see the final product.
Carlos Padilla, the executive director of the Miami Beach Bowl, on BYU Sports Nation, live from Miami. You brought the bowl trophy.
Yes.
That looks nice.
Jamal Williams' mom has said it's swaggy. The helmet also on point. In terms of, making things look Miami-esque, I think you've gone above and beyond.
Well, that's what we tried to do, and I was hoping you were to wear your white pants today. I saw you wore
them yesterday.
And I was thinking if you held the trophy with the white shirt and the white pants, you might not be able to see the trophy. So maybe it is good that you wore the blue.
A little contrast.
A little bit of contrast.
I brought both pairs of my white pants, Carlos. Okay, so they will appear again.
All right, I can't wait.
We've asked you, but remind me, do you have to own white pants? Do you own white pants?
I don't know that you have to. I know I don't, but I'll live vicariously through our friend Spencer right here.
We all do.
Embrace the culture.
What's the toughest part about getting a bowl game on its feet? First year of this Miami Beach Bowl.
The hardest part about it is really just getting the word out there and letting people know who you are. I mean, that's the most difficult part. It's people understand what bowl games are, especially here in Miami with the long story and tradition rich Orange Bowl. But when you hear Miami Beach Bowl, they go, what is that? What exactly are you talking about? So I think aligning yourself with the right people in the community, the key influencers, like Barry Moskowitz right back here is a great guy. Has been a great partner of ours. So it's aligning ourselves with the right people to help get the word out and get that level of support and have those people to have your back. I mean, we're a 2-man show, the Miami Beach Bowl. We have a very small bowl staff, and we'll grow that next year. But you need as much support as you can possibly get. So that's the most difficult part. But having gone through this before in St. Petersburg before, I can tell you it's been an easier transition this year, building this game from year one. I mean, back in February 28th was the first day I started with the bowl game. And look, now we have a football field and a baseball stadium. So it's very rewarding, and we have a lot of support behind us.
We were in the hotel for all of about 10 minutes, and I said to Jerem, okay, seriously, we need to figure a way to get BYU back in this bowl game again. This is the primo bowl game experience, in my opinion. I've been to a few, and I don't know, it gets much better than Miami in December.
I don't know why you're questioning that. It doesn't
get
any better.
I mean, I'm not questioning it at all.
Yeah, see, now there's a game in the Bahamas now, as you guys know.
Yes.
There's a game in Hawaii. But as I like to say, ourselves here, the Miami Beach Bowl and the Orange Bowl, have the best bowl experience for these student athletes and the fans. I mean, you can't compete with it. Look at this weather. I'm almost sweating up here, so this is great.
The lights don't help. When you look at BYU and Memphis, what's been the reaction from the community as you have a new bowl, you have these two teams coming to this region?
The reaction of the community has been great. I mean, I think if you look on Twitter and you look in the local newspaper here, the Miami Herald, as well as the paper up in Fort Lauderdale, the Sun Sentinel up there, that the exposure that they've given this game has been fantastic. I mean, everyone's excited to have Memphis here. You look at a lot of those kids at Memphis, and people don't think about this part a lot. A lot of the media gets involved. They talk about bowl games and the money involved and those kind of things. There are kids on that team at Memphis that have never been to a beach. I mean, you think about that experience for these student athletes, and a lot of that gets forgotten about. But, you stand here in this lobby at the Lowe's, and you stand in the lobby at the Fontainebleau where Memphis is, and you talk to some of these kids. I mean, what an experience this is. I can't afford to stay here, and these guys are getting a great experience here. So, we're excited to have them, and the community has been a great part of that.
If you have your first beach as South Beach, that's pretty good.
It's all downhill from there.
It's all downhill from there. It's all downhill from there.
That's a good problem.
It's Jaren's first trip to Florida. I was telling you that yesterday.
This has been fantastic for me
Good
as
luck
well.
equaling this trip.
It won't. Sorry.
The executive director of the Miami Beach Bowl, Carlos Padilla, with us on BYU Sports Nation. We are live at the Lowe's Miami Beach Hotel. What kind of an appetite is there for college football in Miami? I know that the Hurricanes are a little bit down now, and the Orange Bowl is no longer. It's Marlins Park is now there. So how has that affected college football, and what kind of an appetite is there?
I think there's strong appetite here. I mean, one of the things about the state of Florida and even Miami, if you want to look at it as a microcosm of the entire state, is that there's so many different people from so many different areas. We are in the South here, so college football is king. So you have what you see here, and again, in the state as well as in Miami, is that you have fans of so many different teams. So it's not like a lot of the towns up in the Midwest or on the East or even certain parts of the West where you go to certain towns and they're very specific to one team. So I think that creates great diversity for college football fan standpoint. I mean, everywhere you go on Saturdays, if you go to any local sports bar or restaurant, you're seeing fans of several different teams. So there's plenty of appetite for it. Obviously, that was taken into consideration before the game was started. Is this something where this city can sustain another bowl game? And I think with us being here, sitting here right now, I think that you can get the answer for that. So.
I imagine there are some BYU fans watching this that are going to come here for the game wondering what they should do in Miami. I've asked, the same thing. BYU fans specifically, so maybe a different experience than someone else. What couple of things do BYU fans have to do in Miami?
Oh, there's so much that Miami has to offer, and I say this all the time to people, that where we are right here on South Beach and Ocean Drive and how beautiful of an area this is the area that really gets all the attention, okay? That being said, I mean, you have to come experience the South Beach side of things here in Miami, but there's so much more over the causeway over here into Miami that there is to experience. I mean, there's some great museums, great art museums over there. There's Little Havana, which is great. I mean, you want to talk about culture, you go to Little Havana and try some of the food over there.
Yeah, not to mention the food.
It's great, and being half Puerto Rican, I know I'm biased, but the people in that area are just so very welcoming in Little Havana. Everybody's very, very nice. You can walk up and down the streets, and heck, I mean, they'll probably invite you in for some coffee con leche, So I would say Little Havana is a great area. Obviously, Coconut Grove, Coral Gables, great spot to bounce around, do some shopping and eating. But you got a lot right here in South Beach as well.
It all sounds good to me.
It's hard not to want to hang out at the beach all the time. I mean, we were talking last night about BYU watching the volleyball team go to the national championship game and being 200 yards away from the beach. That's a real debate in a lot of people's minds. Well, I love my team, but oh my goodness, the scenery here is next to none, and it's hard to explain to somebody that hasn't been here. And this is the first time Jaron and I have been to Miami, but it's a once in a lifetime experience if you haven't.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like I said, you guys are saying all the right things. I mean, take a look around, and I think it's a very unique beach. I mean, I was born and raised here in Florida. I grew up in the Panhandle and kind of worked my way south. I don't think I can go any further being down here in Miami, but there's not another beach like South Beach, nowhere in the world. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful, and it's like you said, it's a once in a lifetime experience. I can sit here all day and try to explain how great it is, but as you guys know, until you get out here and you walk up and down the street, you hit Lincoln Road and you go down to the beach, it's unmatched anywhere in the world.
What are some of the bowl activities coming up for these two teams the next couple days?
Sure, yeah. Last night they had a great beach bash barbecue out here at the Lowe's, and the players did a little dance-off and a belly flop contest. And they ate.
BYU did the haka, I heard.
That's right. Yeah, they did. He did. Tonight we're actually taking them all over to the Miami Heat game. They're going to have dinner prior to that at Marlins Park. When you look at Marlins Park, you look at the wall that's above left field, and there's a huge, it must be a 6-story tall window that opens up and showcases all of downtown Miami. It's just a great backdrop right there. They're going to eat dinner right there overlooking downtown Miami. We're going to bring them over to American Airlines Arena to watch the Miami Heat game. And actually at halftime, we're going to bring some of the players down to the court for a little competition. So that's what they're going to do tonight.
So are they going to shoot?
Yes, they are. There's going to be a little shooting contest between three players from each team.
Jerem all of a sudden wants to get involved in this.
We're going to have to debate which three. I think Mitch Matthews might be one of those guys. Christian Stewart.
Yeah, how do you pick the guys that get to shoot?
You're going to need some guys with some range, because you're going to need one guy right there underneath the basket. You're going to need another guy at the free throw line. You're going to need another guy at the three-point line. So you're going to have to mix it up a little bit.
Okay. We're going to have to figure out who those three are.
And we're going to have to guess at who those three are. There's going to be a game plan for sure. When you look at the matchup between BYU and Memphis, and we've talked a little bit about this on the phone earlier, Carlos, I feel like the Tigers are the best and most complete team in the American Athletic Conference. They didn't play UCF, they didn't play East Carolina, but what they did against Cincinnati and how they competed against Ole Miss and UCLA on the road spoke volumes to me. So at 9-3, they're the great team that no one's ever heard of, or the good team that no one's ever heard of. How do you feel about Memphis and BYU as the matchup? Could it get any better for you?
I don't think so. I think it's a great matchup for us. Obviously, if I didn't believe that, they wouldn't be here. Memphis is a great team. They have a great defense. They don't allow very many points scored per game. I think they match up very well with BYU. I think, I'm not a gambling man, but I know a lot of the people in Vegas are talking about it being like a 1-point spread.
I've heard that,
obviously, I'm not the only one. You're not the only one. I know our friend Jerem here is on board with us on that. I do watch the show, my friend. But I think you'll see on game day it's going to be a heck of a game. And, I know Pat Forty called it the potentially the most exciting pre-Christmas game, as well as some other publications have made some comments similar to that. So I think we're going to see a great game on December 22nd.
Well, we're
great, too. A BYU fan could mean something else, too.
Yes.
A neutral matchup. If BYU wins, I think BYU fans will take it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an intriguing matchup in that Memphis runs a similar defense to what BYU does, and
Memphis is hungry. BYU's played bowl games in Vegas where the Pac-12, it was the Pac-12 number 6 or something. They were bummed they didn't make it to the Rose Bowl, and it wasn't a fun game. I think that both teams are hungry, and that's a good match.
It's going to be a good game. I promise you that. I tell you what, we can make a bet, a friendly bet. All right. So
if you don't bet money, Mormons are in. We'll bet ice cream.
Well, I was going to say Cougar Tail.
Okay.
We can do Cougar Tail.
All right, let's do a Cougar Tail. Okay, let's do it. I'll see. We'll see each other after game.
So I'm obviously the Cougar Tail.
No, I'm going Cougar Tail.
Oh, you're going to...
The loser has to buy the other person a Cougar Tail.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough.
I was hoping I'd get something from Miami, but that's all right.
I haven't already gotten enough. We got the helmet,
that's true.
trophy here. And by the way, I've been blinded by your ring a few times, Carlos.
I know. Like you said, you got enough right here, but we can talk about this. We're not betting for this.
That's what I wanted, was that. Yeah.
Great to talk to you again, Carlos.
Good to talk to you guys.
Looking forward to the game on Monday and survive the next few days.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.